Evelyn could die 5 mother effing times, think about it, come back at 6, and still not be your mother effing friend.
Hey, what's up? What's going on, you guys? You have now tuned into my Basketball Wives recap. Guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so as yet. And you know what to do. Share this video wherever you like to share videos. Okay, this is pretty much the second episode. Let's see if we got any shout out. So shout out to Miss Leo 814, who was like, I disagree. Jackie has no right to say anything, period. Had she done her job, the GoFundMe wouldn't have existed. Honestly, she didn't deserve the conversation or explanation. Girl, I see what you're saying. And you know what? You kind of right, because she kind of didn't. Because, yeah, if you was doing your job, your daughter shouldn't have to ask anybody for anything. And I was hearing a lot of rumors that said that she didn't really like her daughter. I mean, you know, you can't really believe every and anything you hear on the internet, but they was saying something about she didn't really like her daughter too much, or she always treated her different. She never really, look how she didn't even have her on the show. Like, I personally, until that stuff started coming out, I didn't even realize she had another daughter. I mean, to be honest with you. And they were saying it's because she's darker than the rest of them. And, you know, sometimes things like that do happen. It's sad but true. I mean, I'm not saying that's what really happened, but, you know, that's the tea that I've been kind of seeing around the town. And just read my book. Hey, said, hey, Samore. Hey, girl, how you been? I haven't seen you in a minute. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this now. So Evelyn, like I was saying, so Evelyn is the part that we started off with, and she's with her daughter Shaniece, that we've seen numerous times when she was on the episode before. And they're doing like a mother-daughter photo shoot. I mean, their wigs were not laid or slayed or anything like that. I'm not sure who did their hair, but I'm pretty sure the photographer can do his magic, his little Photoshop, and just make the photos look fearless. And she does, after the whole photo shoot, tell her daughter about the whole birthday party and how she kind of felt some type of way. And quote unquote, she even cried after she left. She felt like she didn't really want to get into it, so that's why she kind of walked away. I know for me, I would probably cry too. I mean, if somebody's like pretty much cursing you out and you don't say anything at all, like that really gets to me. It eats me alive, like to know that I could have did something differently and I didn't do it differently. So yeah, it's possible, you know, for real. I could see why she would have cried. You know, cried in the car, just sobbing like, damn, I should have just cursed her out. Well, you're trying to take the high road and you're trying to be a better person, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to last too long. Knowing the way that she was before, I would be surprised. So now Jackie and Tammy, they go to see Elena, she was the hoe. Remember I told you in the last episode, there was a girl that she kind of had curly hair and she was Jackie's hoe. This is the Elena girl. Now they talk a little bit more about her. She's Armanian, and I think she said Iranian as well, or something like that. And she dates basketball players. And she said, so she was pretty much at the party, and that's how I guess she kind of met with Jackie. Tammy reveals to Jackie that she cannot trust Evelyn, because Evelyn, like, for her to kind of take that explanation and just kind of run with it, it was kind of like, what are you doing? I think that Tammy just really wants them to be at odds with each other. It's like misery loves company, and I guess she wants more people to be against Evelyn. That's what it kind of is. But to be honest, like, when she was talking, and I think I said this in the last one, when she was talking in the commentary, she was saying a lot of shady things that would kind of, if that was me, would make me upset. Like, hold up, wait a minute. You know, you talking all sweet and nice. I mean, I know what Miss Leo said. She didn't really deserve a conversation, but if you're going to give it to her, don't be sweet and nice and fake and phony in front of her face, and then kind of like behind her back, you're talking mad crap, you know? Say the same thing that you saying behind in the scenes to her in front of her face. But yeah, Tammy just brings up the fact that she thinks Evelyn's fake, and she wrote this long thing on the blog or on the GoFundMe saying how Jackie was a bad parent and blah 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 and this and that. So Jackie's kind of like in her feelings when she hears about that, and she feels like she needs to speak to Evelyn to kind of get the 101 and just find out, is this the real deal? Like, is that what's up? Yeah, my phone is going off. And Shaunie, she went to lunch with one of her good friends. Her name is Bonnie Jill. She's like a sportscaster and a scout. I think she said she's the only female scout or the first female scout, something like that. And her boyfriend's a retired player. He used to play with Shaunie's ex-husband, which we all know, Shaquille O'Neal. He used to play with him. So I guess that's how they kind of like met each other or whatever. She says that she wants to one day like have her own sports team. She's not really into having kids. She's kind of scared of it, but she loves animals. She loves dogs. And she's not really sure about the whole married thing either because the divorce rate is so high. So she seems more like she's driven by power and just by achievements and things like that, and just kind of work, as opposed to one of those women that just want to be like, you know, motherly and just nurturing and caring and all those things. Like, she kind of has the gene, but she puts it towards animals, because I guess like you don't have to carry animals in your stomach or anything like that. Like, the way she talks about her dogs, it's almost like they're her kids. But it's not the same, guys. I'm sorry. But I have to say, like, you know, I mean, maybe it's because I'm a mom and I'm not really that fond of animals. Like, I think I'm like the exact opposite of her. Like, I don't really always like when people compare animals to people and having a baby, because it's like so different. You know what I mean? I mean, now there's a lot more laws against brutality against animals, so you could go to jail if you do something, you see a dog, but I still feel like there's like a big difference. It's a big difference. You know what I mean? But that's a whole nother story that can be debated. Jackie, she wants her daughter to get married to the basketball player that she's with. I guess she's following her mama's footsteps because she was a basketball player. And he's what you call it. He's out in the Ukraine. It seemed like Jackie kind of wanted them to get married, like maybe before the child came, but her daughter is not really trying to do that. She just kind of wants her to stay out. And Doug talks to her and tells her to stay out of it as well, and just kind of let her do her own thing. And he's going to stay in his place as well because she's a grown-up. And she is going to make her own decisions at the end of the day. I mean, even if you talk, people, especially when they're grown-ups, they're going to do what they want to do. They may listen to you. They may consider things that you say. But at the end of the day, they're going to do what they want to do. So Jackie, she confronts Evelyn when they went to an event that Bonnie was having, Bonnie Jill. And she told her pretty much what Tammy said about how she was fake and, you know, she really said these things, and Evelyn denies it all. She says that Tammy's going crazy, and it seems like Jackie is just like so easily manipulated and so easily influenced that it's like, girl, like, have a mind of your own. Somebody tells you one thing, it's like, okay, I'm gonna believe you. Somebody else tells you something else, it's like, okay, I'm gonna believe you. It's like, come on. I mean, I don't know. I feel like for me personally, I would have to like kind of just assess the situation and see where I'd really want to go. Like, I don't believe every and anything that anybody tells me. At the end of the day, it's me that has to be the judge of what I'm gonna believe, you know? Keyonnah, I believe that's how you say her name, she meets up with Elena. And they kind of, I guess they hit it off at the party, so now they're hanging out. But Elena messes up because she ends up, they like talk about their past or whatever and who they're dating. Elena, she's not really like really dating anybody. She's in like a situation or something like that. But anyway, she mentions because she wants to be respectful. And this kind of reminds me of the whole the whole Evelyn and Tammy situation, because remember, Tammy, the whole reason why she's upset is because she feels like Evelyn was looking in her face and after all of this time and waited to tell her that, oh, I slept with your husband while you was with him. Now this way, Elena, she tells Keyonnah that she texted her boyfriend, like this Nick guy. She texted him and she's like, okay, and like, why are you telling me this? I don't need to know that. Like, Keyonnah had a straight up attitude. She feels like, I guess she was just telling her that out of spite or to be vindictive or something, but she was just telling her, I feel like Elena was just telling her out of respect. Like, it wasn't to try to be shady or anything like that. It was just so you don't find out later. Because I'm pretty sure if she would have found out later, like through the grapevine, she would have been pissed to the max. Like, this chick sitting here knowing she was kind of talking to him and she never even mentioned it to me. You know, it's like some people you cannot win with them. And it's like she just totally like flipped out. I guess like anything that comes to talking about Nick, like she gets an attitude about it. Or maybe she's like so sensitive because she's quote unquote trying to get over him. But I just felt like she got out of character for no reason. The girl's trying to tell you something, give you a heads up, so y'all don't be sitting there, you know, keying and stuff, pretending, and it's not what you think it is. So anyways, Bonnie Jill, she meets with Shaunie and Tammy, and Bonnie Jill, she tells Tammy and Shaunie what Evelyn and Jackie was talking about and how they kind of said that Tammy was crazy. So as soon as she says that, like, Tammy, we all know how Tammy is. Tammy like starts to get super ghetto, super ratchet, and just kind of blows up. And after that, Bonnie couldn't really even get any words in. She was like scared, like, what did I just do here? I can't believe it. Like, that's not even what I was trying to do. I'm just trying to save the animals. Like, that was my intention. I was just saying what I kind of heard while I was going through the motion. Like, what? How did we get here? You know, all these mother effing this and you know, all these other words that was coming out of Tammy's mouth. I'm like, dang, how many drinks did she have before they shot this scene? Because that one drink got you lit like this. But then again, she's normally like this, even when we don't see her with a drink in her hand. So, yeah. Anyway, so she tells, that's when she says, you know, all these things about how Evelyn, you know, ain't no good. Evelyn's a liar. We need to actually see a change from Evelyn, not just, oh, you going to say that you changed, because that doesn't mean that you changed. And she's like, you know what? She thought it was only one enemy that she had, but now she realizes she won't have to check Jackie as well. So I'm like, oh, here we go. And we seen some scenes from the upcoming episodes, and it looked like they gonna almost get into it, her and Jackie. So this should be pretty interesting. I'm like, oh snap, Jackie. But Jackie do be getting gangster though. But sometimes I feel like Jackie be faking it. Like, she know that the security guards is gonna come, so she be like, you know, bucking up. But she like, you know, in the back of her head, she like, please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. I know I be doing that when I get crazy. And you know, like, I have a little bit of my rational senses. I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, please don't hit me, please don't hit me. But you know, I'm like, what you gonna do? What? I don't care. I'm from the Bronx. You know, like, you getting all bucking crazy and stuff. But in the back of your head, like, you're like, oh my God, please, I don't want this to get physical. Please, I really hope that she just keeps on talking and doesn't actually put her hands on me, because I don't know if I can take her. But you can't show the fear in your face. And of course, you're not going to say that. But I think that that's what Jackie be doing. She don't want to look like a punk, because she know this is going to be filmed and stuff. And you know, like, that's your street cred right there. But at the back of your mind, you're like, damn, I really don't want to fight her because this shit crazy. But thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you comment down below. Be sure to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one. Later.